Hello guys, welcome back to the vlog. So we are finally back home, obviously. I just got back from doing something really fun with the kids. So this morning, today's Friday by the way, and this morning I took the kids to like a farm, you know, that we've been to before, but it was so fun to just like get them outside. They got to see like a bunch of the animals. I met up with one of the mom friends that I've made through the mom group that I've been going to. So that was kind of what our morning looked like. The kids got to run around. It was great for me too because this farm isn't like right next to my house. Like I have to get on the highway to get there. So it was good practice for that. So overall, a great morning, a good, you know, thing for the kids and for me, like getting back into the swing of things, right? Because we've been gone for a while and like we literally got home yesterday. We got home yesterday and it's so funny because the minute that I got home, like I still have suitcases that are not unpacked, but the first thing that I did when I got home was I started baking. So I don't know who I am in this life anymore. Like I'm all confused with who I am, but I made a loaf of this over here. I made a loaf of my honey whole wheat bread that I've been making. I gave the kids some now for their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I made that. This is the beautiful picture that Riley made me this morning, by the way, so it's gonna be here on my refrigerator. But I also made a loaf of sourdough, which I'm gonna put in the oven now to bake. I should probably get it out of here, but it's in my Banneton basket. So let me just show you what that looks like. So I've got to actually score this now and I've got to like get it ready to go in the oven. And then I also made yesterday like just all sorts of things. So this was a recipe from Sarah Therese that it's basically like little peanut butter balls and then I coated them in chocolate. So like just a healthier snack. Like there's walnuts in here. I put chocolate chips. I put oats. So just like one of those like little energy bites. So that was what I did yesterday. Like, yes, I made a few things while I was at my mom's house, but I didn't really get to like do a lot of my baking. And I don't know, it like calmed my anxiety. I don't know, like there was something therapeutic in that. So I am very happy to like be home in my space, back in my kitchen. I've got other things that I want to make. I was printing out recipes. So like, I don't know, this is my fun new thing. Back and eat your food. So yeah, fun time at the farm this morning. I also went to their little market and I got a couple things. So I got like fresh Brussels sprouts. They have Brussels sprouts there. I got some more of the honey that they make there at their farm. It's so good. Like, I don't know, like there's just something about their honey that is delicious. I also got some mozzarella string cheese because when I placed my grocery order yesterday, I forgot string cheese and they had some there. So score with that. And then I also got just like a big like log thing of unsalted butter because this is like Amish style hand rolled unsalted butter for my baking because I don't have like, we're kind of running low on butter. So that's kind of what's been going on today. Like literally I just walked through the door a few minutes before I picked up the camera. So I'm gonna put all this stuff away. I did a Walmart pickup order yesterday, so we're kind of like all stocked up in terms of our food, which is so depressing because like all I ordered yesterday from Walmart was I ordered produce, like fresh produce, didn't order any meat. I got like milk and produce, you guys, and a box of tampons. Like that's about it. And it was like $97. So fun times in the grocery store. Like I was just telling my girlfriend now that like I used to do a lot more of, where am I gonna put this butter? It's too big. It does not fit in here. What am I supposed to do with this log? Hold on a second. Anyway, so I was just telling my girlfriend how I used to like do a lot more of like the Instacart and like ordering groceries, but like I'm not gonna be able to really do that anymore because everything is so freaking expensive. So I think we're just gonna stick with Walmart pickup order. I do still get some of my stuff from Thrive just because I have the account and I have some stuff like on auto ship and stuff. So between Thrive and like Walmart pickup, I might do like, I found out that Aldi does pickup. So I thought for Aldi I had to like pay a fee to like, you know, have it delivered to my house, but I can do Aldi pickup because like things are just like freaking crazy right now. Hey little people, look at Riley's leggings. They are all full of mud. We have to totally change you before Dada comes home, okay? Okay, we'll do a nice little bath before. Did you have fun at the farm? What did you see? What animals did you see? Did you see rabbits? Did you see chickens? Jackson was being a little...
Really sad.
Why?
I did one bunny.
You weren't able to pet the bunnies? Because... Oh, what? I don't know what you're saying to me, child.
What is what?
The bunnies, they said you couldn't put your finger in the cage because they could bite. So you had to be careful.
But I really... snakes that don't bite?
We don't want to take our chances, okay? We need our fingers. You saw chickens? Did you see chickens?
I get only one goat and one bunny.
Okay, but did you have a good time?
I didn't.
What? What?
It was too muddy.
You were living your best life in the muddy puddle. How dare you tell me that you didn't have a good time? That's what it's like when you have toddlers. Like you do like these fun things for them and you're like, oh look, I'm doing something nice. And then even then they are still not satisfied. They're still unhappy because of something. So if you haven't entered that stage yet, just wait. It's super fun. Even though she's telling me that, I know she had a good time. I know that she enjoyed it and she got to play with some other kids and all of that. So that was definitely good. All right, so I'm gonna score this really quick because it's almost time to put it in the oven. By the way, I'm so proud of all of you guys who've gotten into making sourdough or just baking more. Like I get all of like the tags on Instagram and stuff, and it makes me so happy because none of us here are experts. Like I'm still not an expert, but I'm trying and it's just so fun to like learn a new thing. So just congratulations to all of you guys who are also expanding your skill sets and learning new things. It's so fun to do that. Boom. So there we go. Now I've got to put the little slits in it, cut it up so that it can look pretty. I think I'm just gonna do like the same design that I've done before, which is like, it looks like little wheat pieces. Just go with that, kind of see how it looks. Okay, I honestly don't know how this loaf is gonna turn out because of the fact that I used a totally different recipe than the other ones that I've used. And then I kind of like, I don't know, because I was trying to get it to like bake today, I started it last night, I kind of like adjusted some of the steps. I kind of did a combo of other recipes that I've used. So I won't be super surprised if it doesn't turn out exactly how I wanted to, but at least, you know, we're getting back to it. Phyllis lived, by the way, very exciting. So remember, I took some of Phyllis with me to Miami and then I left some here in the fridge. So when I got home, I took her out of the fridge, left her on the counter for like a couple hours. Then I fed her to get her like active and started again. And she did start up again, got bubbly. So did the one that I took to Miami. So now I consolidated Phyllis and now Phyllis is back in one container. So this is my starter. I fed her last night while I was baking, but that is my bubbly starter right there. So I'll have to see like how much baking I'm gonna do, see if I'm gonna put her back in the fridge or just leave her on the counter. So yeah, we're gonna hang out just for a little bit today. I just wanted to like say hi to you guys and show you as I don't know, get my life back together a little bit today. Like I said, I still have unpacking I have to do. I got a couple things in that maybe I'll show you. I also have some news to share with you guys, so we're gonna chat. But first, let me put this now in the oven, in the Dutch oven. All right, so the kids are doing quiet time, so I figured now would be a good time to chat with you guys, show you some stuff that I've got from the mail, all of that. So let's just get started with the stuff that I needed to say. So, number one, we are not moving back to Florida. We are not moving back this year. I know that I had told you guys that there was a chance that Joe could get a position down there sooner rather than later. And we were really hopeful, honestly. Like we had a lot of indication that that was gonna happen. And we're not. So we just got the news today, honestly. We got the final decision today. I actually got the decision while I was at the farm with the kids. Joe went into work today and I guess they told him. And yeah, so I'm bummed, obviously. There's a part of me initially that was really bummed because obviously you guys know how badly I would like to eventually be back closer to my family and have more time with them and all of that. That hasn't been a secret. So obviously there are emotions and I was a little taken aback and it sucks. You know, there's a part of it that sucks. But at the same time, I'm trying to hold on to the fact that like, this is something that I have been praying about for the longest time. Like ever since we found out that there was a possible chance that this would happen, blah, 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 I've been praying. But I've been praying, like when I've been praying, I haven't been praying like, dear God, please let Joe get the job so we can move back down to Miami. That's not how I've been praying. I've been praying like, hey God, if you think that this is the right fit for us, if you think that it is in our best interest to move down there right now, like let your will be done. If you want us down there, make it happen. And if you don't want us down there right now for whatever reason, because it's his reason and his reason is always better than our reason, then make it so that it doesn't happen. And on top of that, if it doesn't happen, give me the strength, the wisdom, like help me to accept that and help me to be okay with that, and help me to trust in whatever the decision is. And so that's now what I have to do. Right now, I've got to be faithful to that, and I have to really remember that there is a reason why things happen. So obviously there will be a little bit of me, you know, being a little sad. Like, I'm still human, right? Like, I can still be sad about something, but like I really want to focus on like the positives of still being up here and look for the silver lining. Like, I know that this is gonna be good in the sense that, like, first of all, like the housing market down in Miami, like even though I was looking, like I'd look on Zillow every day, the housing market is not fun. It's not a good place right now. So in like one aspect, like it's good because this gives us more time to save up some money. Like the good news, I didn't even share the good news. The good news is that I think at this point, everybody at Joe's job knows that he wants to make it down to Miami. And the only reason, like really the only reason why we're not in this moment moving down is like a timeline thing. Like, hey, how many years have you been in this position? Oh, you've only been up there for 2. Well, usually we need you to do 3 years before you move down. So it's really just like a policy kind of thing. So everybody knows he wants to move down to Miami. I think that they're gonna do everything they can to help him get there in another year. So we've got another year of being up here. And again, could that change? Maybe. May God's will be done. But that right now is like the time frame. So that gives us like another year, like I said, to save up some money, to not be paying a fortune in the mortgage situation down in Miami. You know, things are really unknown right now. Inflation is happening. Food is expensive. So like, in one aspect, I think it's good because, I mean, the last thing I would want is to move down to Miami and then like we get a house like at the very top of our budget and then we're like super stretched and stressed out because everything's expensive and can we afford it, can we not? Like, that's a situation that now we can like have some time to reevaluate and save for. So that may be one of the reasons why God wants us up here longer. There's also, like I've shared with you guys, like how we've been really focusing on our faith and working on that foundation as a family. And maybe God just, you know, he wanted us to focus on that right now. And like a move and, you know, house hunting and all of that would have been very stressful, time consuming. So perhaps the Lord is like, you know what, right now I need you focused on this. And then once you're kind of done with that, then maybe next year it'll be the right time for you to go. Like, I'm trying to think of those kinds of things as opposed to like, man, like I'm really sad that I'm not gonna be down there. So I think though that there's still gonna be some opportunities for Joe down there within this year to like do some, maybe like a month-long assignment down there, or maybe even longer. So maybe we'll have some more trips to Miami where we can still see our family and we can still spend time with them. Like, even though we haven't lived in Miami these past 2 years, I think that you guys would agree that we have spent a good amount of time down there. So, you know, we're gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna look forward to this spring and this summer and make it a point to go out and explore and find some like hidden gems that we haven't really explored yet around here. There's lots to do when the weather is nice. So focusing on that. I also now have big plans to rearrange the room that I'm in, right? Because like that was one of the plans that I had of like making this a homeschool area and then our dining room, making that Joe's office. So now that we know we're gonna be here, now I can do that. I didn't want to like start doing that and then we have to like be selling our house 2 months later. So I think that that's a project that I now get to share with you guys. And again, there's a reason, there's a purpose. Another thing is like right now, Joe and I became parishioners at one of the churches that we had been going to, and we're focusing on something that I honestly haven't even told you guys, but we're focusing on like, Joe and I never got married through the church. Like, I got married by a he was like a Catholic priest or minister, honestly I don't even know, but it wasn't ever like a marriage that was inside the Catholic Church, recognized by the Catholic Church. So we're actually currently going through a process with our church now of like having our marriage be recognized. So I think it's like, I think the actual term is like convalidation or something like that. I don't know. Long story short, we're taking like a marriage class. Like we're taking one of those classes that you would normally take if you're about to get married. You know how like they make you do those classes whenever you're gonna get married to the church. So we've been doing that like every night during Lent. It's once a week via Zoom with the priest. Well, Zoom for us because we don't have anyone to watch our kids. Normally you would go in person, but we're doing that and it's been the best. That's like a whole separate video, and we've been doing like every night we do like assignments, like we have to read questions and talk about things, talk about our feelings. Like it's a lot, but that's something that we're working on right now. And I think deep in my soul, like I know that the Lord wants us to focus on that right now, and everything else will come, you know. So that is the tea. That is the news that I got. And it's so funny, like I was freaking looking at llamas there at the farm, and then Joe's texting me like, oh, they made a decision, and I was like all anxious, all stressed out. But because of how I've been praying, like I know that God is listening. I know that God is listening, and I know that I'm gonna trust what he has planned for us. And funny enough, after all of this, you know, was going on, like 2 days when we got home, yesterday, I had ordered, when I was at my mom's house, I had ordered a new phone case. This is so random, but I had ordered a new phone case because the other one that I had, you guys know, was like disheveled, and I needed a new phone case when I was doing no by January. But I finally got around to ordering one because I wanted to have a Bible verse of some kind on my phone case, because as much as I pick up my friggin' phone, I thought it would be a good idea to have like a Bible verse on my phone so that I can be reminded constantly of what truly matters. So I ordered this one and I got it yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty, I love it. And I put it on my phone and it looks really nice, but I'm gonna read you. Today I was like looking at it. It's like so, like I feel dumb because I'm gonna cry, but I read the verse today and I'll read it to you. It's from Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, and it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So that to me really meant a lot today. Going through all of this, like he has plans for us. He has plans for all of us. And sometimes we have to trust the plans. Sometimes the plans kind of stink for a minute. You know, they're not your plans always, but he has plans for us. So that's what I'm diving into. Again, I didn't want this to be like a crying video, but that's what's going on. So we've got a lot that we'll be doing here in the house. I'm excited, honestly, that there's gonna be a lot of stuff to share with you guys. I still have organizing that I have to do in Riley's room. I want to do her closet. Like I have all the stuff here. So now that we're home and we're situated, we'll be doing all of those things. So I'm excited. So we're gonna like I don't know, be a little happier now. We're gonna shift gears as soon as my tears finish flowing here. I'm gonna show you a couple things, super random things, but I don't know, I had boxes to open, so I figured I would show you what these are. We have the nicest neighbors, you guys. Every time that we leave to Miami, like we come back and they take our mail for us, and I feel bad because sometimes like I have companies that send me stuff, and like sometimes I know that they're sending me stuff, sometimes I don't. They just send me PR or stuff. If I'm gonna work with a brand in the next month, they send me stuff. So our neighbor goes and gets it all. So whenever we get back, he always has like a bag full of things. He's like, here's your mail. And he's just super nice. So that's what he did yesterday, which is why I have all this stuff. So first and foremost, I got some new liquid IV. I got the grape flavor. Apparently, it seems that this was like a limited edition flavor, but now they're making it permanent. And I'm really happy because this is like one of my favorites. Grape and the cherry. If you've never tried liquid IV and you want to try it, I have a code. I think it gets you 15% off maybe, or 20, I don't know, there's a code, but those are the flavors that I recommend. The cherry one is delicious, and I don't use this every day. It's a hydration multiplier if you don't even know what this is. Clearly, if you don't know what this is, it's because you don't have Instagram, because it's all over the place. But it's a hydration multiplier, so if you have a hard time drinking water, you take one of these, like a little stick, you put it in your water. It's like a little powder, goes in your water. You shake it up, and then I think it says what, one little packet is equivalent to having like 3 bottles of water. So I don't have it all the time, to be honest with you guys, just because it has a lot of sodium. So I don't like to have like a ton of it. Like I won't have multiples of these a day or every single day. But if there's a day where I'm like, man, I really have not drank water, I'm super dehydrated, if we're on a long road trip and I'm not drinking water and stuff like that, then I have some of this, and it helps with the hydration. So got a new pack of that. This is something that I got for the kids because Easter's around the corner, and I shared with you guys what I got for Everett for Easter, but for the kids, I haven't exactly decided what I'm gonna do for them. I have an idea, but this was also something that I wanted to get for them. So I got them this book called The Garden, the Curtain, and the Cross, and apparently it's supposed to be the story of why Jesus died and rose again. So I mean, that's like the perfect book to read on Easter. It's got like really colorful pictures, and it's just a nice little story of why this is happening, you know, Easter and all of that. So I got that one to put either like, I don't know if I'm gonna do like separate baskets, one big basket, if I'm gonna do baskets at all, but I wanted to have this. And then I also got for Riley, more so than Jackson, it's just an activity book, a coloring and activity book, so that she can use her crayons and have something to do. Something like that. So ordered those from Amazon. I'll have those linked down below if you guys want to check them out. This was something that this brand reached out to me. They're like, hey, here's $100, order some stuff from our website, and then you can share it if you like it, whatnot. They sell their products on Amazon, and their stuff is like always saved to my like save for later cart, because they have a lot of like Montessori toys. I think the name of the brand is like Project Montessori. So they have a lot of wooden toys. So this is one of the things that I ordered to have for the kids. It's another one of those like little easel kind of things. It's actually, it looks like it's like a box that then closes, but it's got dry erase, and then it comes with magnets that they can make pictures with. So magnetic puzzle. And then it looks like on the other side too, there's probably like a chalk version of this. I don't know, do we open it just so I can see that I'm telling you what it really is? But they, I don't know if you guys remember when I was at my mom's house that I had taken that set of like magnetic letters for Riley so that we can work on writing letters and having her find the magnets. That is also from Project Montessori. That was the same brand. So I got those 2 things. Will this come out? Yes. So this is what it looks like. Wooden. Yeah, so the back is a chalkboard. This is dry erase. And then it looks like this is probably like where the pen is, a little eraser. There's a little sleeve, and then you've got all of these different magnets that you can cut out of here. So all of these are magnets that I just need to punch out. There's more on this side. So some of them are small. So I would say if you have like a little one, this could be a choking hazard, but if you're beyond that stage, this might be nice. And then it comes with a book, which is actually super cute, because there's like little scenes, and then like Riley will have a ball like putting together all the little pieces and making the different things here in this booklet. So she'll love that. Going back to the kids' Easter stuff though, I did order, I'm gonna put like here on the screen, I found the cutest shop that does like Play-Doh kits, but biblical Play-Doh kits. So they have different sets. Like they have like one kit that's like the story of Adam and Eve, and then they have another one that's like the book of Jonah. So they have different Play-Doh kits that are themed, where like you can teach your kids about the different Bible stories, but in a fun way with Play-Doh and with the little figurines and stuff. So I ordered one that was like an Easter themed one for the day of Easter, so that we could do like a hands-on activity that day after we go to church. So I got them that, and I also got them, they had like an egg decorating kit that was also like faith-based, like, you know, crosses and like a little thing so you can make the egg like a lamb, like really cute stuff. So I found that shop and I love them. So I'm gonna have that. But then my idea also for Easter was I wanted to get the kids like their own like spring themed Play-Doh kit, because my kids love the Play-Doh kits, right? I've shared them, I'm sure, other times with you guys. We've gotten Christmas ones, and they sell them on Etsy, and if you want to buy one on Etsy, you can. Like they're ready to made for you, and they're super cute. But I had gone on Etsy and I had looked to get the kids a kit. And if I got each of them a kit, it was no lie gonna be like, in total with shipping and all of that, like I think it was like $70 some from one store and then like 80 something from another store. Like I was pricing them out. It was expensive. So instead of that, I'm gonna make them my own Play-Doh kits. Like I'm gonna make DIY kits myself. And I already went to the Dollar Tree, got all the fillers, all of that. So I'm gonna make that a separate video for you guys so I can show you how I do that in case you also want to do these like little DIY Play-Doh kits. So stay tuned for that, because like I already have the stuff. I just need to like get to making the Play-Doh and filming and editing it. So that's like the other thing I'm gonna do for Easter. I don't know that I'm gonna make a full-on basket. Like I get questions, what are you gonna put in the kids' baskets? The only thing I can think of that the kids really need is like Riley needs new rain boots. So I might get her like new rain boots. I wanted to get Jackson also like a kit of tools, like play tools for outside gardening tools. So maybe I'll get them like that, and then plus the Play-Doh kits that I make them, and that be it. I'm not gonna go crazy making Easter baskets this year and getting more toys that I don't need in my house. Like that's the situation in this moment. So that is that. This is something very exciting. I'm working with a brand, not this month, maybe in, I think it's in May, honestly. I think it's a little whiles away, but I'm working with Babo Botanicals. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. And they've got like sunscreen, and they've got, I think, even like face products for little ones. But given that like spring and summer are around the corner, we're gonna be outside a lot, I'm working with them to promote their sunscreen. So we're gonna try them out first, obviously, make sure that we like them. But reading the ingredients, I really like them. So like this one is SPF 50. It's got, this one's a mix. This one has a little bit of titanium dioxide, but it has like 14.7% of zinc oxide. And it's a spray, which is easy. So like I have like different ones to try out. I have like sprays, then I have like, they have a baby skin mineral sunscreen. This one also is zinc oxide 20%, which is great. And it says it's sheer and gentle, water resistant for 80 minutes. So like I was very impressed when I was reading the ingredients and stuff. And I feel like a lot of these also come up on, like I follow a lot of accounts on Instagram that are like just ingredients. I think that's one of the Instagram accounts, or like these healthier alternative accounts, you know, and like the best sunscreens for kids with the least toxic ingredients, whatever. I've seen them on those lists before. So that's why I was really excited to partner with them. So like this is a little face sunscreen, like one of the sticks. So I will keep you guys posted on how I like them. This is what I'm gonna be using on the kids for, you know, a while we test them. And then when I work with them, you know, later on you'll hear me tell you more about them. But that's what we are using. This I'm not gonna take out of the box because you guys know what these look like. I got more Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioners because I think I'm also working with them next month or whatnot. And then also some Scentbird stuff, some new perfumes to try. So you guys will see those in those videos, but I always get excited because I like that stuff. So whenever they send me more product, it's like super exciting for me. So I have that, and then I got this like mailer from It Cosmetics, which I love. It Cosmetics is the best. They send me the best stuff. I've been using their like CC cream for years. Like I use a lot of their stuff because it's like really good. So apparently they have now a CC Plus Glow, Nude Glow SPF 40. So I've used, again, their different CC creams. They have a matte CC cream. They have like a regular CC cream. And they've all been good. I've never had like a bad experience with one of them. Their brushes, I think I want to say that their brushes are even better than their product because they are my favorite brushes. This little like buffer brush, I have it, and it's what I use to apply my blush with. Love it so much. But they sent me like, I guess, some different shades to try of this. So light fair, light medium, I don't know. I obviously do not have a tan, so I don't know if I'm this one. But maybe I'll be this one. I'm not gonna put it on my face now, but I will keep you posted on how I like it. But it looks like it's got green tea extract, known to protect skin from environmental aggressors. Very good. Hyaluronic acid, love that. SPF 40, niacinamide. I don't know what these things are. Like, why can't they just make it easy to pronounce? 2% niacinamide. Maybe. I don't know. It says known to brighten and reduce the look of spots, pores, and texture. So I'm gonna give it a try because, like I said, I've never been disappointed by any of these. These are great for days like when I don't want to have like something super heavy on my face. Not that I ever use like super heavy foundation, but the CC Pluses and like all of these are really good for like a no makeup look. And when they have SPF, it's even better because if you're gonna go outside and all of that. it helps protect your face. So that's all the packages that I got. Can you go back in your box, please? Those are the packages. Let me show you my bread that I've been cooling. It came out of the oven. The scoring wasn't the best, and I knew it wouldn't be, just because the best scoring I've ever done with my sourdough is when I followed the recipe from Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone. When you follow her recipe, the scoring is the best. Like, you get the best little designs. But I've just been experimenting with some other recipes to see like what I like the most. So let me show you it, and we can cut it open. So there we go. That is my bread. I did not burn my finger today, so that is a good day. So let's take it out of here. Let's open it so I can see what the inside looks like. Can you see that? Like, I did that big cut on the side, but then like kind of, you know, came out looking a little weird. And then these didn't even really show up too much. But that's not what's important. What's important is like how it tastes. So let's open it up. All right, so I still need to get a better knife for my bread. This knife is not the best at all. So let's cut this thing open. Oh, it's still hot. I didn't think it would still be hot at this point. All right, so we've got some bubbles. I don't know, like I'm trying to figure out what makes you have like the bigger bubbles, but it looks like it's gonna be delicious. I'm just gonna take like the little pieces here on the end. So I don't wanna like slice a whole slice right now and try it. So I feel like I need to let it cool down a little bit more. It's still a little bit gummy, which sometimes happens if you don't let it cool down, which at this point I kind of failed in that. But it doesn't taste bad. I feel like the one still that tastes the best is the one from Little Spoon Farm. I don't know, that one is the one that I like how it tasted the best. But I'll have some later with like butter and like some jelly. And then that's like the real taste test. Okay, so clearly I have no chill whatsoever. I just prepared myself a little bit of bread with some butter and some elderberry jelly, which is delicious, my favorite kind of jelly. And I'm gonna plop myself right here on the couch because Jackson is not napping, and I didn't think he would because he kind of fell asleep in the car on the way home. But I'm gonna give him some time up there. He's not crying, he's just like talking to himself. I don't know what he's saying, but he's up there. And I'm just gonna enjoy my bread, and I'm gonna try to finish Outlander, because I started watching Sunday's episode. I'm like halfway through it. So that's what I'm gonna do with my afternoon. I'm gonna ignore this in front of me. I'm gonna pretend that that situation does not exist. I'm gonna also pretend that that situation over there with the Play-Doh does not exist. And I'm just gonna sit my happy butt over here down, maybe catch up on some DMs. And that's gonna be my afternoon. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, just make it a short and simple, sweet vlog where I was able to update you guys on some things, but a lot of really fun things coming up. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, like, hit the subscribe button. I'm sure like all of you guys are now watching this have already hit the subscribe button, but if you haven't like turned on your notifications, like there's a way to like get notified when I come out with a video. Like, do that, so that way I'm like always like on your feed. It would be like super helpful, because you know, like, I don't know, just it helps me. Okay, so hit the notification bell, and like this video if you do enjoy it. That also helps my channel too, in terms of like the algorithm and YouTube still liking my face and all of that. So that is it, my friends. I love your freaking faces. Whether or not YouTube likes mine, that's not really important. I love your faces, and I thank you guys so much for being here and for just helping me along on this weird journey of being away from family and moving to a new place. Like, just the fact that you guys are here and that I can still have this community regardless of where I live is super important to me, and I don't take it for granted. So I love you guys. Thank you for everything. So that is it. I love you. Goodbye. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.